Hey, Wagwan, man. Buenas tardes, good afternoon, come on, stars, you know what I'm saying? How you doing? How is you? What's happening, right? Man, this is another exciting episode of A Minute with Miles, and we're going to be talking about, man, wait. We focus on what? Positivity, progress, and power. So, boom, today, man, we talking about picking your battles. Pick the motherfuckers very, very, very carefully with precision and prestige, because the battles that you pick are going to determine the prizes that you win if you hypothetically were to win those battles, right? If you pick the wrong battles, you're going to be fighting the wrong battles and be spending your time doing the wrong fucking shit. With the wrong people 9 times out of 10, you're going to get the wrong fucking results, man. So pay attention and pick your battles exceedingly carefully, because, man, you don't have to attend every argument that you're invited to. You don't have to participate in every little piece of gossip and drama that a motherfucker got for you. You don't have to get involved. If 2 people have a disagreement or a problem or an altercation and it has absolutely nothing to do with you and it's not going to benefit your life in any way, shape, form, or facet, right? So how you pick your battles, basically, right? The starting point is, man, you ain't gonna make a good recipe without good ingredients, right? Start with good people, right? Pick people that don't just get into shit like that, right? Usually these are people that have a positive mindset. These are people that are usually working towards something. These are usually people that don't have time for gossip and drama and bullshit and nonsense. Right? These are usually people that just do not have time for that type of shit, right? So if you pick good people, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get, good results from that, right? Because these people don't have time. They ain't got time. What I look like, man, carrying around, some information about another motherfucker, or arguing or trying to fight with you, whatever, because about some nonsense, when I'm trying to build a business myself, man, I'd rather talk to you about what you got going on in your business world, cousin. You see what I'm saying? So the next thing you want to do is ask yourself, man, hypothetically, right? Whatever, life is a fucking battlefield. Fuck what you heard, fuck what you know, fuck what they talking about. Life is a motherfucking battlefield, right? So you have to think of every engagement that you have with another person, right? Every conversation, every agreement, every disagreement, every word spoken, right? If I got the ideal outcome for myself, what the fuck does that look like? You know what they say, right? You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, right? So, hypothetically, you chopping it up with this individual that ain't got nothing the fuck going on in life. They got nothing going on, right? So they sitting up talking about this person, talking about that person, talking about what this and that, blah, 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 whatever the case is, right? Hypothetically, you're having this conversation with this person. What is the ROI? If you don't know what ROI is, that is the return on the investment. What's the fucking return on the investment of me having this conversation with the likes of you? What am I going to gain? What am I going to win? What's the prize? And if it's not something of value, of significant value, like, hey, man, I'm going to walk away from this with some game and some information that'll help me propel myself into my destiny. Thank you so much, kind sir. And then I'll move on with my fucking life. If it's not that, you shouldn't be fucking talking. There's no point. If the fruits of the labor of conversation and talking and interacting at all aren't something that are going to benefit you in your life and your future, you shouldn't be fucking having the conversation. It's senseless. Look, man, check this out. I don't give a fuck. This is an indicator for me too, right? I don't like when people that are free, and I'm emphasizing it's free, right, use the word they, right? Naturally, there are situations to where you have to separate things and be like, yo, the government, they're in charge. Yes, there is a government above all of us that live in any country for the most part, and you would refer to them as they. Yeah, they did this, they're changing this law, they're doing the government shutdown, blah, 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 whatever the case is, right? But for the most part, right, the reason why I don't like people that use the word they is because it reminds me of when people were incarcerated and had no freedom. You were essentially powerless against the people that ran the jail, right? And I've been incarcerated. I just don't like those conversations. This is an example, right? What time they popped the gates for child? what they doing with our mail. When are they going to, let us go take a shower? When they gonna pop the gates for yard? Right? These are all things that are a they situation, essentially saying that you are a grown person that are powerless in your own life. Right? So stay away from motherfuckers that are they ass niggas, man. They talking about they want us to do this and that. Man, they tripping on that, man. They ain't letting us do this. They ain't letting us have that. That is a motherfucker that is always going to find someone else to blame for their shit. Nigga, you're free. Figure it the fuck out, nigga. Be in control of your own life. Have some power over your own destiny, my nigga. Jesus Christ. Right? So, stay away from they ass niggas. They ass motherfucker. Man, they ain't tripping. They ain't letting us do this. They ain't came to fix this yet. They ain't did that yet. Man, stay away from that shit. It ain't about that. It's about you, right? But anyway, yeah. So you have to evaluate the people that you're around. And secondly, evaluate what is the goal from whatever interaction that you're having, right? Because listen, attending every argument, conversation, whatever the fuck that you're invited to, that is the dumbest thing that you can do. And it is an immense waste of time. It could literally hinder your success to the point that you don't even get it, that you don't even achieve it. Now check this out. Excuse me. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, right? West side Atlanta, to be exact, right? But I'm from California. I've been in California all my fucking life. I moved back to Georgia when I was about, 10, 11, something. Anyway, long story short, my cousins was taking me and my brother and my grandma to the airport. And before that, my other cousin told me some shit that I didn't even understand until a few years later. This nigga said, hey, man, don't get addicted to kicking it. The fuck? What? What'd he say? Don't get addicted to kicking it. What the fuck that's supposed to mean? Right? I was young. My mind wasn't processing. I didn't grasp it till I got a little bit older, 15, 16 years old. And I'm like, yo, I have failed. I am a kick it junkie, nigga. All I do is drink, smoke, get high, and run around and kick it and chase bitches all day. I am doing nothing with my life. I'm doing absolutely nothing with my life. Yeah, I was getting money like a motherfucker, but I wasn't doing shit with my life. You feel me? So that is the thing, right? If you become addicted to kicking it means just chopping it up about nonsensical shit that's not going to benefit anyone, that's not going to better anyone's life, that's not going to do anything to uplift, right? That's not going to be a conversation of value to be like you walk away from that motherfucker feeling like, goddamn, I'm glad I talked to that person. Instead of you walked away with some new information about somebody that ain't even worried about you, thinking about you, even though you fucking exist. Right? Because you can spend your whole, man, I know niggas that are addicted to kicking it. You've been kicking it for 20 years. You've been kicking it for 30 years, my nigga. You've been chopping it up, kicking it for 35 years, bruh. You've been doing the same shit for 30 years. You wake up, you get drunk, you get high. You know what I'm saying? You go kick it with the homies, you chase some hoes, and you do nothing. You are addicted to kicking it. You are a kicking it dope fiend. You fell off the deep end, my nigga. You need rehab. You know what I'm talking about? And that is one of the gateway drugs, if you will, to becoming addicted to kicking it, my nigga. If you don't have the wherewithal and the knowledge and the wisdom in the game to look at a person, look at the situation, look at what they're talking about and say, hey, man, this ain't gonna do nothing for me. I'm trying to be I'm trying to own this car sales business. I'm trying to grow this car sales business. This thing ain't talking about carburetors, mufflers, transmission fluid, nothing. This thing ain't got nothing going on that's going to help me in my business. I'm trying to be a teacher. I'm trying to get my body in shape. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a real estate investor. I'm trying to be a party promoter. Whatever the fuck it is you're trying to do, look at what you're trying to do and look at what the conversation and the interaction is feeding you. And is it something that's going to feed your dream and feed your destiny and feed your goal, or the fuck not? It's really quite simple. It's really, really, really quite simple. Right? So, hey, man, look, man, don't do it. Don't do it to yourself, man. Evaluate everything, Right, because this is what people don't realize is everybody had this thing about, man, I want to take good care of myself for my life. Nigga, your life ain't nothing but a bunch of seconds, right? That turn into a few minutes, that turn into a couple hours, that turn into a couple days, that turn into a couple years, that turn into a couple fucking decades and centuries. Nigga, right now is your whole life. And if you spend 20 minutes a day or every other day arguing or talking about some non-fucking sense, bro, you're wasting your life essentially. Like I said, man, you don't have to attend every bullshit conversation that you're invited to. I get invited to bullshit every day. And I respectfully decline, my nigga. I'm not coming. I won't be there. I'm sorry. I can't make that. I can't make that. Man, you heard about something? Man, hey. And look, I just tell a motherfucker straight like this, man. Hey, I don't do that. I don't talk about people. I don't. I slip at times. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a real nigga. I slip, whatever the case. But for the most part, majority, one of my strengths, something that I'm proud of to this day is people fuck with me because, nigga, they know that can't nobody come up to me and talk to them about them and I'm gonna just let it happen because you can't do it. I don't want to hear it. It's not gonna do nothing for me. Nigga, look, check this out. I'm trying to buy some property. You want to talk about that? You know what I'm talking about? Want to talk about 1031 exchange? Instead, we want to talk about a multifamily. You want to talk about some finishes. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk about some flooring options, some paint options. We can do that. We can do that all day long. Come on, grab a chair. Let's chop it up. I don't want to hear about what they doing down the street, cuz. I don't. What the fuck is that going to do for me? How is that going to do anything for me? What is that going to better my life? What is that going to encourage? Man, no. You just don't have to go. And if you find yourself in a situation where you're forced around people like this, the absolute coup de grace, the best thing that you could do, bruh, shut the fuck up. Just stop talking. Just stop talking. Shut the fuck up. You don't have to attend. You don't have to be there. You don't have to be involved. You don't have to have nothing to say. I don't have an opinion on that. That's my other thing. That's my other thing, right? I have nothing to say, and I have no opinion on that. I don't know. I don't care. It's not my business. I'm trying to build an empire. I'm trying to be rich as fuck. I'm trying to have my grandkids be millionaires. I don't want to talk about this. Thank you. And then I move on with my fucking life. Right? So pick your battles, G. Don't be sitting up going back and forth with a motherfucker for nothing. What is the goal? What is the goal, man? Ask yourself what you're trying to do and ask yourself if a conversation or interaction is going to lead you to that thing or not. And if it's not, baby, sky up, man. Kick rocks, man. Get the fuck on, man. For real. This is A Minute with Miles, baby. We focus on positivity, progress, and power. Improving institutions coming soon. Be sure to, be on the lookout for that there.